But what about Devil May Cry, the reimagination? You know, that ugly duckling of the Devil May Cry series that stands out like a sore thumb. So as I mentioned before, this is very much a alternate universe and a manifestation of completely different human struggles or tendencies. And I don't have to go into depth in explaining every character of it. Using a comparison with Vergil will be sufficient. So the Vergil of the Devil May Cry series, represented in 1, 3, and 5, he has a trait about him that implies sort of a ability to show sympathy or empathy or compassion that's somewhat more relatable. He has that character of being a hurt or a broken man trying to reclaim himself, so to speak. Trying to reclaim something that was lost, trying to return to the Garden of Eden in a sense. Most humans are able to look at this as a villain that they can't really fully hate in their heart. That's the story implication. But what Vergil does in the reimagination is quite different. There's less justification for pursuit of power to dominate, to rule. Really, what is manifested out of the Vergil of DmC, the reimagination, is more of a radical ego manifestation. It's somebody who's literally just looking down on others and doesn't feel themselves part of the human experience. In the mind of this Vergil, who would in a lot of ways come off as more villainous from the path he took here, he is above and everyone else is beneath. You're not even of the same cloth to contend with him. In a very real comparison, this Vergil's mindset would be more reflective of Aizen from Bleach when he speaks of himself calling himself essentially a fourth dimensional being, and that you wouldn't be able to sense his power level unless he willingly brought it down. Difference being Vergil would kind of have this attitude of only his way of ruling and his mind to rule and his power to rule is fit to sort of govern the affairs of humanity. But unlike Aizen, he doesn't exactly have the power to back it up, being that Dante is formidably able to overpower him. It's quite a different thing. And again, the Dante of the series is quite a bit different too. So in essence, when you deal with that Devil May Cry, you have to treat it as a different animal or a different beast in a manner of speech entirely. It requires a whole different analysis and a closer investigation that a lot of the conclusions for those characters are going to be different from what they were for the ones of the main series. They don't necessarily have a perfect correlation or a one-to-one correlation, even where characters have the same name and the same fighting style. Hello there, Eric McRae here, Asparagus Party. Just want to share a friendly reminder that if you enjoy the content I'm producing, it's very helpful for me if you would like the videos and subscribe to my channel, and also that if you're willing or interested in donating to help my channel growth, I do have a donor box page and a link in every video description. With that said, let's get into the video. Thank you very much for your time.